So the first thing I'm going to fade out is that pulling and coming back to my side. So what we first taught was when we feel that pressure, that he should be returning to my side here, of which he decided he doesn't want to right now. He'd like to move forward, which we will. I was marking every single time he did that, and now I want him to start only marking when he is coming to my side. Let's walk this way, get a better example of that. Coming to my side, and he is staying in that position. So right now even, he wants to go that way, so he's a little more reluctant to, good. So if he pulls, returns to my side, I am no longer rewarding that immediate come on, but I am rewarding him choosing to stay beside me. Good. Again, that marking, I'm rewarding the check-in, not the marking itself, but the check-in that he is giving me afterwards. Good. So we can also start adding more duration on that heel that he's offering. So right now I'm maybe it's very random, it's very variable, which is how it should be. I'm gonna check something out. Good boy, that was very nice. See, that was a very polite ask of, I'd like to go over here. Put his head up, he kind of looked back at me, and then he started slowly walking over to something he wanted to investigate. And that is what we want from a dog on loose leash walking, is to not always have to drag us towards something that they want to investigate, but kind of give us it's very anthropomorphized, but it's not, but it's an ask to go do something, or a behavior that they offer before they'd like to investigate something, to let us know that we'd like to go over there. Rocky, good boy. You're tangled up, and back up. Good boy. Sit. Good. Wait. Okay, good job. Very nice. I'd like to stay over here too, which is fine. There's a little bit of pulling there. We're also in a lot more exciting environment than just that sidewalk is. See, and sometimes he doesn't even check in with me. Oh, there's a little one. The other thing that we're going to start fading out more is those check-ins when we're at the end of the leash. What I like to see is that before we reach the end of the leash, he's looking back at me, but I'm going to mark that a lot less, because what I want is actually him to be on my side. So I'm going to mark a lot less of him, those check-ins when he's all the way at the end of the leash, and I'm going to reward a lot more. Good shake. I'm going to reward the shake pretty much every single time, even if he's wet. Rewarding shake-offs is so important, especially with the arousal levels that we get from being outside. Back to on that side. So if he is on my right side and we are walking and he is looking at me there, I'm going to reward still a lot of those. I want him to understand the shaping process of being on that right side of me or the left side of me, whatever side you choose your dog to be on. We're going to reward a lot of those, but I'm rewarding less of the end of leash check-ins. If he's halfway there, or maybe if he, starts to go do a pounce and starts running towards something, and then he looks back at me, I'm going to reward the heck out of that. That's awesome. Him choosing to make that decision. Rocky, to come back to me instead. Good boy. So there I did a bit of a rock. I rewarded there because I had called him. For real, or what I had just said is that I do want him to hold that just for a couple steps. I also want to reward a lot more holding. Let's go back to the path here. Rocky, come on. Good boy. I also want to reward a lot more duration on that right side, even after I've given him a reward, because that is also a loop sometimes we get ourselves into. Good. Is getting that reward. Hold on. Skip rope. Good. And then he immediately runs off. Good. So being able to give frequent rewards in that side position and him not running. Oh, sorry, bud. Running off immediately. So important. So again, it's very variable. I want most of the things we do on the walk to be variable. So it's not always the same amount of steps. I'm not making it longer every single time. Sometimes I'm rewarding every 3 seconds. Sometimes I'm rewarding for 20 seconds, depending on, one, the distractions, how much engagement he's giving me, what I'm doing. I want him to offer that behavior most of the time. So we reward, good boy, we reward randomly, so he never knows when he's going to get that reward. I know you want to go that way. Good. Good. That's exactly what I want. He wants to go that way. I say, yeah, we want to go that way. But I wait for that behavior of him coming back to me before we get to move forward. If he wants to go that way. Okay, go ahead. Good boy. He loves this tree. This is his favorite thing. Good boy. Good job. Something also, too, as I wanted to touch on this was our verbal cues of just good job or good boy, good girl, things like that, because those are not always predictive of a reward. So that clicker or that yes is always a predictor of a reward. Good boy. But that good boy, good girl is not always a predictor of a reward, but it's still letting them know that they have done the right thing, and we like when they do that. So sometimes you give them a reward after, again, just letting them know they've done it right. That clicker and yes is always a reward. So especially this path here, he loves to pull on this path. This is normally where we do a longer leash walk. A longer leash walk. So the fact that he is choosing to walk with me here, let's even drop that, is so awesome. Good boy. And again, this is only day 8. So if you can do this for our whole 6-week program, your dog's going to be pretty great within 6 weeks.